couple of you had sent me this story, and I want to thank you for that. This is a story that came out in the Daily Mail, and it happened in Indiana, y'all. In Indiana, especially in a rural area, drugs are extremely bad, especially with meth. This parent had to be very heartless to watch his son die and not even get help. Do you know when this child, this 8-year-old, overdosed on meth, he would not call for help. He wouldn't call for help for his son. And his son died. Instead of calling for help, he called a friend over to the house. And when the friend made the suggestion that he call the police, he threatened to kill his son, the friend, and himself with a firearm over getting help for this child. And I have seen countless stories on parents having drugs in the house and the children coming in contact with their illegal drugs and die. Seen it from infants all the way up to teens. These stories come out on a regular basis. I may not do them all the time, but they are definitely out there. This is a tragedy right here. This is an absolute tragedy. So, 8-year-old boy dies and his father is arrested after mistaking meth for breakfast cereal and ingesting 180 times the lethal amount. So what this father, who is clearly a junkie, did, he brought meth home and he put it on a plate. And his son saw the meth on the plate and it resembled cereal. It looked just like cereal, according to what the article said. And he was hungry and was telling his father he was hungry and wanted something to eat. So he seized the plate of what he thought was cereal. He took it and put it in a bowl and he ate it. And this child instantly got sick. He had seizures. He went into convulsions and everything. And seeing all of this happening, he would not call for help. Wait until I get towards the end. You're going to be disgusted by what they're saying at the end. 8-year-old boy has died after he reportedly ate his father's crystal meth, thinking it was breakfast cereal. Indiana boy Curtis Coleman III died on June 21st after he told his father he was hungry and accidentally consumed the drug that he found on a plate. Officials said young Curtis ate enough to kill a grown man, ingesting 180 times the lethal amount, according to a toxicology report released on Thursday. So this is the 8-year-old and his junkie father right here that didn't even care enough to save his own son, more concerned for himself than his son. When his father, 41-year-old Curtis Gilbert Coleman, realized his son seemed ill, he called a friend over instead of calling the police. What a dummy. When the friend suggested calling police, he brought out his handgun and threatened to kill himself, the female friend, and his son, saying, "I'm not going back to prison," according to the Seymour Tribune. He later took his child to his parents' home. Why didn't he just take him to the hospital? Oh my God. Who called for help, but it was too late. The child was having seizures and convulsing by that point and died soon afterwards. because he didn't want to go back to prison, he just let his son die. Curtis' father, Coleman, was charged with neglect of a dependent causing death, pointing and firearm, and theft on Thursday, in addition to other charges relating to sexual misconduct case. So this guy is just a complete loser. His father was a loser. So here's the 8-year-old. Here's his dirtbag father right here. Anybody that is a parent, would be emotionally upset. It kind of hit home if you have kids, Detective Tom Barker said. On Thursday, he requested a bond reduction to spend time at home with his parents while awaiting trial, according to the News4Jax. He got a lot of nerve making any request after seeing his son die and not even get help for him. He didn't call the paramedics. He didn't call the police. He generally tried to keep this all in the background so he wouldn't have to go to prison. And guess what? His ass ended up in prison anyway. If convicted, he faces 20 to 40 years in prison. He goes to trial on December 4th. However, prosecutors are seeking a maximum penalty of 50 years. 50 years would be nice, Jackson County Chief Deputy Prosecutor Jeffrey Chalfin said. Unbelievable, y'all. This man let his child die because he thought he would go back to prison, which he would, but he's still there anyway. So he generally knew why his child was dying, and he did nothing to step up to save him. So much for good parenting. But you know what? This just go to show you how the system, this man has a rap sheet. He's been in prison before. He was allowed to have his child. There are Black men and women that lose their kids for far less and have not killed their children or watched them die like this dude did. Just think about that. He has a criminal rap sheet, and he was allowed to have his son in the house with him with illegal drugs. And it makes me wonder, where was the mother? The mother must not have been there. They don't even mention the mother of this child in the entire article. Where's the mother when all of this was going down? Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I will see y'all on the next video. Peace, family.